Hour. A wealth of information for managing your money. This is the WBBM Noon Business Hour.
There are important developments in the media industry with cord cutting on the rise. We are joined by Tim Hanlon, founder and CEO of the media consultancy firm Vertere Group here in Chicago. Tim, this is causing the big companies to try to join together to get more bang for their buck. Let's talk about a couple of the possible mergers that Tribune and Sinclair primarily first.
Sure. Hey, Chris. This is a deal that was announced, almost about a year ago, between two of the largest broadcast TV station groups in the country. Obviously, locally owned Tribune Media, which owns a bunch of stations, dozens of stations in major markets across the country, and Sinclair, a relatively, until recently, unknown or little-known broadcaster out of Baltimore. And it is a merger that is highly dependent on some rules changes at the FCC and other government authorities, many of which look to be in place to actually occur, but a year ago, in a previous administration, was not even on the radar. A lot of people are up in arms that this could consolidate a lot of local broadcast stations, eliminate some competition, and even centralize news operations potentially to the detriment of what some people feel is quality news programming in local markets. The next hurdle in that deal, which is expected to close in the first quarter of next year, is an FCC, Federal Communications Commission meeting in a couple of weeks, where some of these proposed rule changes to enable this kind of merger to happen are ostensibly supposed to be approved. But we shall see. Four attorneys general, including Lisa Madigan here in Illinois, are fiercely opposed to this deal, as are a growing number of other folks.
Another deal that's in the works is Disney and Fox.
Yeah, no doubt. And, this is another case of, I guess you'd call it an urge to merge, some of which are economic loosenings of regulatory approaches, but also, frankly, because of just a complete emergence and change of what television and media really are in these days. And yesterday it was announced, the NBC broke the news, that there have been conversations between Disney and certain parts of News Corp's Fox networks to potentially take those assets, that being a couple of cable networks from Fox, as well as their studio and television production facilities, and to, in essence, have those go into the Disney family, while Fox would retain Fox News Channel and Fox Business Channel and the stations. So, there's nothing sane, it seems, about what's going on in media right now. Some of that has to do with how consumers are accessing content and unbundling. Everything is up for grabs, it seems, and nothing is certain anymore, even as of 6 or 12 months ago.
A lot of people are accessing content via streaming services like Netflix. What kind of an impact could a deal between Disney and Fox have on Netflix?
Well, Cisco, I think it's huge because I think clearly Disney has in its mind for next year at least one, if not two, of their own Netflix-like services. And Disney is probably relatively unique in terms of its body of content, a lot of which they've acquired over the last couple of years, like the Marvel studio content stuff, the Star Wars franchise, Muppets, you name it. And, if you look at what Nielsen said last week or 2 weeks ago, Stranger Things, the second season of that show, which is an exclusive Netflix show, it looks to be actually probably the most successful television show of the fall season thus far, and it's not even on television.
Tim Hanlon. Yeah, it is amazing how the transition has happened. Tim Hanlon, founder and CEO of the media consultancy firm, the Vertere Group here in Chicago.